Just like that. Just like that. It's another episode of the Tomato Pulpit.
We're here. I'm
so
here.
happy
You're
you
here.
could be joining us.
Feels good.
Feels so good. Feels so good.
What episode is this, Mike?
Fucking Google it and they'll tell you. But it's another special episode.
Another special, huh?
And so I think I'm going to vibe on this format of ketchup and then one kind of fun topic. Or not fun, but like one larger segment.
I'm in on it.
That's, I feel like, the way I want to do things. So we're going to start with ketchup. I'm going to catch you up on 7 topics. And why did I choose 7? Because I just think that's a good number.
Done.
And then we're going to get into how queer.
Done.
How queer. Okay. Let's start with another fun subject. Texas.
Oh.
So last pulpit we talked about Texas redistricting.
Correct.
Because they're doing that. They're trying to get more seats. It's a whole drama and conflama. So it passed. They drew the map. It passed. We all kind of saw it coming. But now the shit show is really starting.
No.
So now what's happening is all the other states are like, well, all right, well, here we fucking go.
There we go.
So right now, California has approved the plan or process to get their maps redrawn. So Gavin Newsom is just vibing as the troll supreme against the Trump administration, which I'm actually kind of enjoying.
Okay.
It seems like what he's doing is he's taking Trump's tweets, which are unhinged and chaotic and stupid, but he's just like flipping them to be like Democratic talking points instead of the conservative ones.
Oh.
But it's the same voice of like stupidity kind of thing.
Okay.
It's really fun. It's what the Democrats should have been doing in 2016. It's just a shame that it took us 10 years to figure it out.
Yeah, well.
So California's doing a thing, but now Missouri and Louisiana are also exploring redrawing the maps. Louisiana is a little bit more heinous, in my opinion, because they had petitioned the court asking them to bar the rules of race being involved in redistricting maps. So Louisiana pretty much just asked the court, can we just be blanketly racist? Can we just be so racist? So racist. So yeah, the fun continues. We're next. Illinois is probably going to consider to redistrict. New York is going to redistrict, and so on and so forth. And I'm okay with it, to be totally honest. I think the blue states should redistrict to pick up more seats because it's not fair that the Republicans are just saying fuck all the rules and we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
It should not be the Democrats to be like, oh, but they're breaking the rules. Oh, sad. And I'll get into some later topics where the Democrats are just capitulating and they're weak and they're stupid. Oh my God, are we getting boo-boos? Sorry, I'm pausing because if you're not listening to Sofa Tomatoes, a brief catch-up is that my cat has been struggling to poop in the litter box. So what I just witnessed is her entering the litter box. And if we can get poo-poo potties in the litter box,
That'd be good.
this is going to be a really good day.
Yeah.
So I'm going to whisper because I don't want to scare her as she poops.
You're not going to scare her.
I'm not going to scare her, but I'm just whispering because it's very important that she poops calmly
Yeah.
and precisely in the litter
People
box.
need to hear you. You don't want to make a big deal out of it.
Welcome to this Tomato Pulpit. This is now an ASMR channel. You're going to get a lot of tingles and stupid shit. Welcome. Do you ever do ASMR? Do you ever listen to ASMR?
No, not really, but I know what it is.
Sometimes I get the tingles. Sometimes it works for me. Moving on. Number 2, troops in Chicago.
Okay.
They're coming. You've obviously probably heard about it.
I have heard about that.
Troops are coming to Chicago. The White House has said Chicago's on the list. Trump has said Chicago's a mess. Crime-ridden. We got to clean it up. Blah, 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 blah. Stupid. Lies. They want to activate about a couple thousand National Guard. It sounds like we got good poo-poo potties.
Good.
So they want to activate about a couple thousand National Guard. They even asked the naval base. There's a naval base just north of here, off of Lake Michigan, and they asked them for like, oh, can you support us as we invade your city? And I don't know what their response was. But the crazy thing about this whole thing is that the Washington Post had reported that the Pentagon has been planning to do this for weeks.
Really?
It's not random. Like after DC and LA, Trump was like, "Oh, let's fuck up Chicago next." No, they've been planning this for weeks, allegedly.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty scandalous report from the Washington Post, and that
Crazy.
kind of put the fear of God into me a little bit because it's going to be a shit show. And I reached out to my one Republican friend, who I don't know if is my friend anymore, but I reached out to them. I just kind of want to get their thoughts. Like, are you MAGA but not fascist MAGA? But are you MAGA and fascist MAGA? Turns out, fascist MAGA.
Wow.
Because I was like, oh, how do you, when Trump sends troops in the city, are you going to finally agree that he's a fascist? And he goes, no, I think this is a great idea. Chicago's so crime ridden. I was mugged once at a gunpoint, and there needs to be police officers.
Oh my God.
To which my
Shut up.
response was initially, ew, that's gross. And then I said, I'm sorry you got robbed, but that's stupid.
No.
I haven't talked to him since.
That was crazy that you just threw the mic into your mouth to burp.
To burp.
on. Yeah.
It's ASMR. This is my ASMR channel.
There you go.
And it's going to be fun in post as I figure out if I'm going to keep it or not.
Yeah,
So,
I'm curious.
so stay tuned. I probably won't.
Is that you testing yourself?
I probably won't
keep
keep
a little
it.
challenge.
Yeah.
In the editing room.
I think so.
Love it.
Keeps it exciting. I'm looking for the burp. I'm seeking
Alright.
the burp.
I'll give you a couple.
But who knows? This probably might all get cut out anyway. Or it might not. It doesn't matter. None of it matters.
Should I try to burp all throughout the podcast just to give you a bunch of work?
Just to give me things. So what I've actually recently been doing, and I'll just caveat. So I have a tick, I guess, that I never thought of until I was editing, where before I start talking, I'll do like a tongue pop.
Really?
And so, yeah. So I have been trying to edit all those stupid little ticks out. And it's so annoying.
Hilarious.
But that's what I do. And that's for me to figure out and you to
Yeah.
listen to.
Hilarious.
Next. No more burning flags. I know you, and I know you want to burn a flag.
We're not allowed to do that
You
anymore?
can't burn the U.S. flag anymore.
When was that allowed?
So Trump, for a while, since like the late 80s, early 90s.
We allow burning flags.
So it was a case called Texas versus Johnson, where a guy burned a flag, and the Supreme Court had ruled that it's actually protected speech under the First Amendment, where you can burn a flag.
Okay, fair.
And it was upheld again in 1990 in a case called U.S. versus Eichmann. But Trump, in an executive order, like 2 days ago, says, no, burning the flag is illegal. We're going to arrest you.
Wow. That is wild.
So I think we should go out there and burn some flags, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's burn some flags.
I will if you will.
I don't know. Part of me thinks that was just like a smoke and mirrors thing, so people would be like, I'm going to burn a flag, fuck you. So they're going to burn flags, and they're going to post on social media being like, look at how the Democrats hate America. And then it's going to feed their bullshit.
Could.
That's my theory on why that actually happened. But I don't.
Chestnut checkers.
But I don't know. After that, this is when the Democrats are really going to piss me off.
Oh, no.
Because they have so much ammunition against the administration, and they're not doing jack shit. But for me, the bulk of it is Israel related.
Mm-hmm.
So Quinnipiac released a poll about Dems and Israel, and they found that 77% of Democrats believe that Israel's committing a genocide, and that 75% of Democrats say that we should not be providing any military aid to Israel whatsoever.
Okay.
Which I'm totally fine with. I think
Sure.
that makes sense. They're committing a genocide.
They are.
Why are we giving them billions of dollars? I went a little bit deeper and I was like, how much money is Israel actually getting from us?
Okay.
And what kind of society are they enjoying over there as they're killing innocent people? From 1946 to 2024, this is according to the Council on Foreign Relations, which if you're a conspiracy theorist about the Council on Foreign Relations, I'm so sorry if you don't agree with these numbers, but this is just what they reported. They had done a study and found that over time, between the, I don't know how many years that is.
It's like 80 years.
Enough time, 80 years, we had given $310 billion to Israel. But yet we can't have health care. We can't have universal child care, universal pre-K, because it's too expensive. Israel's living a pretty decent life, it seems, where they have universal health care, they have universal pre-K, and their higher education is heavily subsidized, where they don't have to pay the same types of rates that we do here. So we are pretty much funding this like pretty enjoyable lifestyle. I would really much like to have universal health care,
I would too.
but I can't because we can't afford it. But Israel can afford it because we give them $310 billion a year. Well,
Not a
no, that was
year.
$310 billion
Over
over
80
8 years.
years.
But so recently, as they're going to war, quote unquote war, as they're committing genocide, Israel has the United States government by the balls, essentially. All they have to do is squeeze them and go, money please, and then the U.S. just ejaculates all the money that they want in their face.
Jesus.
Because of this conflict, the United States Congress passed an appropriations bill to give Israel $12.5 billion for this conflict. But there were researchers at Brown University that put forth a study that says actually Israel's not getting 12.5. They're more likely actually getting $17.9 billion because you have to account for the United States replenishing Israel's already used up stock for this genocide. We're giving Israel $20 billion extra, but we need to cut healthcare from people. We need to cut billions of dollars from public education. And we need to spend all that extra money that we're going to keep to prop up the Department of Homeland Defense to become the new Gestapo.
Don't like that.
It is wild behavior. So this is when the Democrats are pissing me off. You know that your base, your group of people think this is a dumb fucking idea and they don't support whatever it is that's happening in terms of money, finances, and dollars. But you're still going to capitulate and be like, oh, but we have to just protect Israel. Israel has a right to exist. Yeah, Israel has a right to exist, but they don't have a right to kill whoever the fuck you want to.
For real.
And they don't have a right to demand that the United States pay for them to commit a genocide.
Yeah.
So what I need the Democrats to do is to campaign and start putting out the message that says, we don't support this. We want these dollars to stay in America. Yeah. And you know what that's going to do is that's going to get the MAGA people who say America first to be like, oh, shit, yeah, America is first.
That makes sense.
But you don't do it in a fascist message. You do it almost anti-fascist because you're not giving money to a fascist regime.
There you go.
It's not rocket science.
It's not rocket science, no.
But it's money.
Gotta follow the money. That's
but it's money. Say. And it's because AIPAC is giving all this fucking money to the Democrats. Chuck Schumer, the minority leader, Jewish man, gets a shit ton of money from AIPAC. Cory Booker, famous Democrat, gets a shit ton of money from AIPAC. And I think, this is a conspiracy theory, this is related to Epstein, that Epstein was connected to Ghislaine Maxwell, who was connected to her father and the Israeli Mossad, which is like the Israeli CIA. So through that connection and Epstein, they have the goods on certain famous politicians and wealthy individuals in the United States.
I believe that.
So to keep the dollars flowing, Israel's like, you need to authorize this spending or we're going to let everybody know that you're a pedophile.
Probably.
That's a deep conspiracy. I don't know if that's true. It's possibly true just based on how these people act, but something to think about.
Definitely something to think about.
And you know me, I love a good conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have moved the mic to my mouth. Damn.
You did it again.
Whatever.
More work for you.
So this next, bit of ketchup to the world that sucks is the CDC. You know the CDC.
Yeah.
We love the CDC.
Sure.
I love being healthy, and I love when they tell me how to be healthy.
Yeah.
It's a shit show at the CDC. So the CDC director just got fired, and she held that position for less than a month.
Wow.
And it's because she is not on board with RFK saying vaccines cause autism and changing the rules around COVID vaccinations. Because RFK is doing something around COVID vaccines where they're no longer going to be required. And then there's like certain changes to like pregnant women getting COVID vaccines. In opposition to all of that, the ex-CDC director was like, this is stupid. This is, quote, unscientific directives were the issue. And then it's speculated that's mostly anti-vaccine. But we don't know the full spectrum of anti-scientific directives. But following her firing were 4 resignations, 2 that I think are pretty important. One of them was these are such long departments. The National Center for Emerging and Zoonotic Infectious Disease.
Okay, sounds important.
Oh, it is. Do you know what like a zoonotic disease, do you know what that means?
Not really.
So it's essentially a disease that started in animals and then transferred to
Yeah,
humans.
that's bad.
That's how COVID started. That's
Yeah.
how Ebola started. That's how most of the diseases that we fucks with. Bird flu. You know, the idea of bird flu transitioning into a zoonotic disease and becoming transmittable in humans and stuff was crazy because the mortality rate was like 60% or something.
Yeah.
Crazy. I would assume, as we've just came out of a very intense global pandemic, that you would want to prioritize this type of research and information.
Probably. I would say yes.
But no, they say nay, nay.
Nay, nay.
Nay, nay, you will have none of it. The director of that department, the Center of Emerging Zoonotic Infectious Disease, resigned.
Smart.
And then there was another bitch who I don't remember because I forgot to write it down.
Oh,
but she resigned too.
Not another bitch.
Another bitch. She resigned too. She said, I'm out of here.
Those quitters.
And then in September, stay tuned, RFK, in a meeting with Greg Abbott, who's the governor of Texas, said, there's new news on autism, and stay tuned because I'm going to drop it in September. So stay tuned.
In September.
In September, autism.
Interesting. So he's got news, but he wants to save it
Until September.
until September. That's wild. I don't know.
He has news that's going to change your whole idea of autism.
And he's saving it.
And he's saving it. And he's going to release it at the right time.
Gosh.
As all good autistic people love patience.
You mind if I go off on a little tangent here?
Please, yeah.
So, as we all know, I love a good sitcom.
Yes.
We do. There's a particular sitcom that I'm very familiar with called Friends. And similarly to kind of, what this governor's doing. That's who it is, right? The governor, is that what you said? Of Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, him. Kind of similar to what he's doing. I don't know. This is going to be a dumb tangent, and you can cut the whole thing if you want it out.
No,
there.
I'm leaving it
no,
in.
No, cut it.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Cut this. But it's Chandler and Monica are like dating or whatever at this point, and Joey has a dream that him and Monica are like dating, and like Monica comes and sits on his lap, and they do like the crossword puzzle together, and on like a Sunday morning type of vibe.
Okay.
In the dream.
Okay, so
In
very
the dream,
picturesque
very
couple.
specific.
Okay.
Joey and Chandler are best friends, as the people know, and Joey he kind of goes, I had a dream, and he like hesitates, waits a minute, and he just goes, but I don't want to talk about it. And Chandler just immediately goes, what if Martin Luther King had said that?
Okay.
Type of thing. So it's just kind of similarly like, I've got news,
Yeah.
but I don't want to talk about it.
But I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I have a dream.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to share it.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine if
Yeah.
Martin Luther King
Exactly.
never had a dream.
No, he did, but he
never
doesn't want
wanted
to talk about it.
Right. That'd actually be really funny.
Hilarious.
If you like drop the scene, you go back in time.
Yeah.
It's like, I have a dream. And then just walks off stage.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I have a dream, and you don't want to hear it.
Oh, yeah. So I always think of that randomly, and there you go. Hopefully the people do too.
They always do.
Yeah, I'll give
They
it to them
always
again.
do. The people that listen or watch Friends, they know.
They know.
They know.
It's classic.
There's a deep cult of people that follow Friends. But
Yeah.
speaking of deep cults of following people, Taylor Swift.
Oh my God, we're talking about that.
Did you hear?
Of course I did.
Did you hear?
I did.
The world is ready for love and romance, and Taylor Swift is engaged, everybody.
Crazy.
It's so crazy. I love love.
Do you believe it? Or do you think that it's still a sham?
It's always a sham.
Double sham.
I should have sent you this on TikTok, but it's sad, but whatever. You ever seen the Hunger Games?
A little bit, not really. Rachel has a lot, and she's reading the books. Go ahead.
Okay.
A little bit.
So in Hunger Games Catching Fire,
Okay.
yeah, Catching Fire, where Katniss is supposed to be getting married to Peeta.
Always Katniss.
because how the
Go
first
ahead.
one ends, it's like they're gonna eat the poison and they're gonna die in love, whatever.
Okay.
But they don't actually love each other yet in this part of the story.
Okay.
So they have this whole wedding and they have to do this whole song and dance show pony bullshit for the Capitol, quote unquote. The head game master is meeting with President Snow.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how to manage Katniss and Peeta and their relationship because the worst thing they want to do is give the people hope.
Can't do that.
And Katniss is this beacon of hope type of character.
Sure.
What the game master says we need to do is we need to go deportations. What color dress is she going to wear? Floggings. What's the cake going to look like? That kind of. So it's going to be like tragedy mixed with dress. Tragedy mixed with what a beautiful bride. So you're his idea was to change the image of Katniss to be more capital like, less like the people of
I see.
Pan Am. So I'm thinking similar to Taylor Swift, where, what Taylor Swift's wedding, deportations. Oh, what dress is Taylor gonna wear? Mass incarcerations.
Ooh.
I feel like it's gonna
Yeah.
kind of that. So I don't know if Taylor's in on the gig. I don't know if she's in on the conspiracy. I don't know if she is enjoying the full Nazi experience like the rest of us. She hasn't said anything. She hasn't said, I don't agree with anything that the administration's doing. I don't agree with Israel committing a genocide. I don't think we should be drawing maps. I don't think we should be deporting people. She hasn't said any of that. So I don't know if she's part of it. And Travis Kelce's MAGA.
Is he?
Alleged. Rumor is he's MAGA. Rumor is he voted for Trump. And I wouldn't be surprised. Because when I went to that fucking Kelsey Jam shit in Kansas City, it was giving MAGA energy.
First of all, you're in Kansas City.
Right.
Okay. So that's your first mistake. But yeah, I would say that there's a good chance that he is quietly or was quietly MAGA. But he's no Harrison Butker.
No, he's not like crazy Jesus.
He's not Harrison
Women
Butker.
belong in the kitchen type deal.
Right.
Which is, he shouldn't be because he's going to really enjoy all of Taylor's billions of dollars in private planes. Yeah. Because he's rich, but he's not private planes rich. Taylor's private planes rich.
Right. Yeah, he's not quite private planes rich, but that's okay. He is now.
Yeah, he has plenty of money.
He is now.
He's got plenty of money.
He probably is private planes rich.
I think he would charter. I don't think he would own private planes. That's
Maybe
the difference.
a single one.
I think Taylor owns multiple planes.
She has to though.
Where I don't think Travis is there.
Yeah, you could be right. Could be right. I don't know.
But all I know is that it's gonna be very exciting. I'm so excited. It's gonna. And there's a thing where it's like she had to do it because this is her 13th boyfriend or something, and it's all within her conspiracy of 13 and numerology, whatever the hell.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, she's a very important person.
Yeah.
And I love her.
Julian's fully blocking your body right now.
That's fine. You don't want to watch me anyway.
It's kind of funny.
I'm fine with it.
It's kind of funny.
It's hysterical. Okay, lastly, tariffs, baby. Are tariffs illegal? No. But is it illegal for the president to impose tariffs? Debatable. The U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals has ruled in a 5-4 decision that Trump's imposing of tariffs under the Emergency Powers Act is not constitutional.
Okay.
Their reasoning being, since Congress, per the Constitution, is the power of the purse, tariffs being like an economic tool, it shouldn't be within the president's authority to control all of it.
Sure.
And that's pretty much what they said, is that when Congress drafted the emergency powers bill, it's very unlikely that they gave the president complete control over tariffs.
Right.
That was the ruling, and they didn't say like these tariffs must stop or whatever. They left it open because they want to give Trump and his administration the opportunity to appeal to the Supreme Court. So they have until October to appeal to the Supreme Court. And of course, they were going to anyway.
Right.
And I'm not confident that this court is going to rule in the favor of keeping the power within Congress. They don't have a history of doing that. They pretty much gave Trump a blanket pardon for all of his crimes when they ruled that a president can't be prosecuted for quote unquote official acts, but then doesn't really define specifically what that is.
Right.
It's just, I think it's defined as like anything within the capacity a president needs to do their job or some shit, which is very vague,
Terrible.
which we love when the law is vague, especially when you have a fascist coming into power.
For sure.
I'm not live, laugh, loving that the court is probably going to say that the tariffs are legal, but I did like that the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals said, let's not be crazy. Let's consider a little bit of what the Constitution said for just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit longer.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit longer. And that's my 7. That's catching you up on the existential dread.
That was a good 7.
Big talking points.
Yeah.
Troops in Chicago. Taylor's getting married. Trump sucks.
Loved it.
It's really all you need to know.
I had fun.
I'm so glad. So glad. It looks like you had fun. So now you can take a break, eat a slice of pizza,
Oh, I'm so full.
get a glass of water, do a big stretch, go check your cat's litter box to see if she did poo-poo potties in the right place.
Yep.
And we're going to get back to our final segment of How Queer.
How queer.
How Queer.
HQ.
So because the world is crumbling and collapsing around us and in front of us in real time, I just want to disassociate.
Disassociate.
I just want to fall into the expanse of endless possibilities.
Down.
And with How Queer, I love a conspiracy theory.
Let's do it.
You know I love a conspiracy. So I have a gaggle of conspiracies that I want to chop it up
Let's do it.
and see what we got.
Bring it.
So the first one is a really fun one because I love the idea of a secret society.
Okay.
I love the idea of a secret society, something exclusive,
Yeah.
something tantalizing, something ooky spooky.
For sure.
Back in the 18th century, have you ever heard of this thing called the Hellfire Club?
Yes.
Really?
I think so.
Like actually?
I think so.
What do you know about it?
I just heard of it. That was your question.
Oh, okay. Next question. What do you know about it?
I don't know.
Nothing. Okay, great.
Nothing. We'll see. We'll see what you say, and I'll tell you what I know and don't know.
It started in Britain and Ireland. Some very wealthy googly doos in Britain and Ireland. They said, let's get together and do some blasphemous, debaucherous, salacious, scandalous things.
Party.
The most famous club that was created, there was a group, like there were clubs over there, clubs over there. It was like a rich person would host a club or whatever.
Okay.
So the most famous one was Sir Francis Dashwood's Club, which he founded in 1740.
Okay.
It was in Buckinghamshire, England,
Okay. England. Love it.
and it was called the West Wycombe Hellfire Club
Okay.
because in that region, I guess, of Buckinghamshire, there is a collection of caves called the West Wycombe Caves,
That makes sense.
and that's where his parties were.
Hot.
Really hot, really heavy, really good stuff was happening at the Hellfire Club.
Interesting.
And it was all, like the rumor and the conspiracy is that it was occult and it was black mass, witchcraft, satanic. Ooh, look at them doing scary things against Jesus. But I would argue it was more just like a sex party. It was more just like rich people wanting to have orgies and shit.
Probably. And it's frowned upon.
And there were stories about how there was, there's no photographs at this time in the world, right? So there's large portraitures of women fucking women and men fucking men and women fucking women and doing all the things that you shouldn't do in the eyes of the Lord, but you can do it in the Westcombe Caves because it's the Hellfire Club, baby.
Club.
Welcome to Sir Francis Dashwood's Hellfire Club.
Hell yeah.
And I love that.
Sure.
I love that. I love a place to do debaucherous things.
People need it.
And rich people should have fun too, just like everybody else. A couple famous people that were part of Mr. Dashwood's Hellfire Club. You're going to know one of them. You might not know the other one, but the other one's very important.
Okay.
Because we enjoy his invention almost every day.
Okay.
And I'm talking about Lord Sandwich.
Lord Sandwich.
Lord Sandwich.
Did he create the sandwich?
He created the sandwich. sandwich.
Love him.
He's the inventor of the sandwich.
That's a good guy.
In the 18th century, the sandwich was created.
And he was fucking.
And he was he was fucking so much. He had a sandwich, then fucked. After a sandwich, fuck. Before sandwich, fuck.
He probably thought of the fuck sandwich.
He probably put his dick in between two loaves of bread and said, "Look at this sandwich.
Love it.
I am Lord Sandwich."
Stay away from my pizza.
You're crazy. Have some manners. So next,
Yeah.
the other famous guest that we would probably know is Benjamin Franklin.
Oh,
Benny Frank.
Benny F.
Benny F. was a member of the Hellfire Club.
Doesn't surprise me even a little.
And there are famous
Did he have
letters.
syphilis?
I think so. I couldn't find. I mean, I could have done more research. I just did a quick Google and I didn't care to do it. But allegedly he had syphilis. He died of like a pulmonary embolism or something.
Yeah.
But allegedly had syphilis.
What you say in the office?
But there's some famous letters of his that went around of him talking about how he wanted to do all these scandalous things
At the club.
at the club.
What a beast.
Yeah, Benny F getting
Benny
shifty at the
F.
club.
The original BF.
The original BF.
Yeah.
So I love this idea of like secret societies, Hellfire Club, all that jazz. And it kind of reminded me of like recent iterations that we see, like freak off parties, right? Diddy's freak offs are kind of Hellfire coded, right? You're just sex parties.
Totally.
Eyes Wide Shut, great movie, great sex
I
party.
haven't seen it, but I believe it.
And then you ever heard of like the Bohemian Grove?
Maybe, I don't know.
This is a big conspiracy, I think, in like the 2000s when Alex Jones like caught video footage of it. It's a bunch of like super rich Republicans, men only, who would go to the Redwood Forest in Northern California and do weird rituals, like weird pagan type of rituals. They would like burn an effigy over a giant owl statue or something. But I think they were also like bucking because there's a hot tape of President Nixon talking about the Bohemian Grove, and he said, quote, "It's the faggiest shit he's ever seen." So
Could be.
and there's rumors of like famous gay porn stars or famous like gay beautiful people being escorts or working as staff at these events.
There you go.
So
Something to think about.
you gay girl, you gay. So would you join a secret society? Would you do that?
Depends on the society, but I mean, if it's a sex club, I don't think that Rachel will let me.
But what if both of you were invited?
If we were both in and she was down with it, I could probably, maybe. I don't know.
Fuck with a sex cult, pun intended.
Maybe. Depends on the other perks,
Yeah,
you know?
probably really good access to golf courses.
If I got good access, then I think we'd both be in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Love that. I would definitely join
Yeah, for the golf.
for the golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pickleball,
Right.
obviously, because
Yeah.
you know after
They were playing pickle.
after they eat their cock sandwich
Yeah.
from Lord Sandwich,
Lord Sandwich himself.
they were playing pickleball,
For sure.
and that's where I want to be.
There you go.
My next conspiracy that I enjoy. Have you heard of the Mandela effect?
Heard of.
This one's very popular.
Very much heard
It's
of.
very much talked about amongst our generation because it started after Nelson Mandela died.
Yeah.
That's where it got its name.
Okay.
So people believe back in the 80s that Nelson Mandela died in prison, but then he died in like 2013 or something.
Huh.
So everyone's like, whoa, what is this? A glitch in the matrix?
Yeah, what's the effect?
Parallel universes or whatever. And there are some that I'm almost like, fuck, are we in a parallel universe?
Okay.
Because I remember things differently. I got God on some of these. I wanted to ask if you remember some of these like famous Mandela effects. Okay, Looney Tunes is a very popular one. How do you think Looney Tunes was spelled?
Oh. It's spelled Tons.
Yeah, Toons.
Yeah.
But that's wrong.
Really?
It's
Tunes?
Tunes.
Yeah.
Which doesn't even make sense because cartoons, Looney Tunes, Looney Cartoons, it's Toon.
Yeah, but so I saw this Instagram post that said something like that showed these.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that, and then I remember thinking to myself that yes, they're cartoons, But tune is a song.
Right.
And these guys run around and sing song. Dun, 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 dun. That's like their special thing is singing those tunes, being loony doing it.
Right.
So they're doing Looney Tunes.
So you think logically it's still okay that it's TUNES?
Yes, I think it's logically okay. And I think when I saw that Mandela effect
Yeah.
thing, I saw them both and I thought, tunes makes sense in my brain because it's a cartoon, but the other one makes sense too. And I would say that I just don't remember what's correct. And I'm just thinking what
Yeah.
feels right.
Right.
So
I'm thinking the TOONS feels right. I wish that's what it was. That's how I remembered it in my head. As we've discovered, I can be wrong about many things in life.
Right.
But I don't want to be wrong about this one.
Sorry.
And unfortunately I am.
But it makes sense.
But yeah, Looney Tunes.
So but I get that one.
Another super famous one is the Berenstain versus Berenstain Bears.
Is it Berenstain?
It's Berenstain.
I'm not going to say that.
Yeah. I've always grown up as Berenstain. It's the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that is what the book said. That's what the VHS said. It was the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, definitely.
But wrong. It's Berenstain. It is Baron
Can't be true.
fucking Stain.
Cannot be true.
Were you a Curious George kid?
Definitely.
Did you ever read the Curious George
I
books?
was curious.
When you remember Curious, do you remember him as like a monkey or like an ape?
More of a monkey.
More of a monkey.
But he's an ape.
With a tail.
I don't remember the tail.
You don't remember Curious George having a tail?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
I'm not confident about
I
that.
feel like I remember Curious George being a monkey, having a tail, like hanging from his tail, talking to whoever the guy is.
Yeah.
I have that vision, but I guess
Maybe.
Curious George never had a tail.
Okay. It could be.
Could be.
Could be, yeah.
But
I'm not confident on that one.
yeah, that one's toughy. You really have to be a Curious George person
Yeah, I
to really
wasn't
enjoy
a
that
big
one.
George fan. But I
This
liked
one
it.
you're gonna know because I know you love this game. Monopoly. The Monopoly Man.
Monocle, no monocle.
Monocle or no monocle? Monocle Lewinsky.
I assume he doesn't have a monocle.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
But I always knew he did.
That's because you confuse him with Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut has a monocle?
Mr. Peanut definitely has a monocle.
I didn't look that one up. I don't know. Google it. Where's Google? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
He does. Mr. Peanut's got a monocle.
If I'm good at editing by this time, I'll put in a picture of Mr. Peanut.
I'm just telling you. Mr. Peanut has a monocle.
Mr. Peanut has a monocle,
Yes.
but the Monopoly Man doesn't.
So you are. So you assume that you put them both in the same category because they're both
Subconsciously, I guess.
because they're both people of high class.
In society.
They are. They just are. The Monopoly Man. He owns Monopoly. He's the Monopoly
I
Man.
guess you think of like two top hatted
Exactly.
characters.
Yeah. You put top hats together. They're high class characters. So you're just looping them together, and you're going, oh, he's got a monocle, then he's got a monocle.
But okay, so
they both got hats.
You remember no monocle.
No monocle.
I remember monocle.
I remember no monocle.
I pictured a monocle in my head. If you were to tell me
'Cause you're
with a
thinking Peanut.
gun to my head, draw the Monopoly Man, I would put a monocle on that face.
No monocle. It's just one too many. I'm sorry. Mustache, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big mustache.
Yeah.
Okay. Underwear.
Underwear.
Hanes. Fruit to the Loom. Were you a Fruit of the Loom guy? Did you ever have Fruit of the Loom?
Yeah.
It's like the generic. It's cheaper.
A little bit,
type
not a
of
lot,
thing.
but a little bit.
But do you remember the logo?
All day.
It's the bushel of vegetables and the cornucopia.
I don't remember a cornucopia.
Fuck you. Of course you remember a
I
cornucopia.
don't remember cornucopia.
I remember a fucking
I
cornucopia.
don't.
And this one, there are pictures. I don't know if it's AI because that's the world we live in now, but there are pictures of people with like old underwear that had the cornucopia on it, and there are people with like old shirts that had the cornucopia on it. I swear to God, there was a cornucopia. Why would it be called Fruit to the Loom if there's no cornucopia, the loom being the cornucopia?
I don't know what to tell you.
You're going to tell me.
I don't remember cornucopia. I don't.
I know there was a cornucopia. Okay. I know it. I feel it in my bones.
Okay.
In my duodenum.
You're having fun with that effect.
There's a cornucopia. And there should be.
Okay.
Bring it back. If there isn't, bring it back. Like Cracker Barrel. How Cracker Barrel.
Oh my God. That's what you should have started with.
How Cracker Barrel changed. Well, that's not a Mandela effect. That's just dumb marketing.
No, but on your 7 things.
Oh. Yeah, but that's of no
I'm just
consequence.
kidding. Jesus.
No.
Well, to you, maybe.
You're right. Because I haven't been to Cracker Barrel since I was dead. I don't know. I've never been to a
Since
Cracker
I was
Barrel.
dead.
I've never been to a
Now
Cracker
you have
Barrel.
less reason to go.
I would only go to a Cracker
'Cause
Barrel
they made it worse.
for one reason and one reason only, and it's to buy a jaw harp.
Dude.
And I want to learn how to play a jaw harp.
Okay, you could do it.
Thanks. Thank you for
Is that the plucker?
No, it's like it's you put it in your mouth and it goes like bow wow 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 wow. Google it.
No.
Google a jaw harp. It sounds like dubstep,
Then get in on it.
but you can but Appalachia. It's Appalachian dubstep.
Okay.
That's how I would
Get
describe
in on
it.
it, man.
Okay, the last one. Oh no, I have 2 more. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
One of the best movies of all time.
Classic.
You know the chocolate line? Life's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think that line is? Like, say it. If you were just like, like the moment hits you and you want to quote that line, what would you say?
Well, the way that people say it is, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And so that's what you remember.
Yeah.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Wrong.
But okay, that's what I remember people quoting to me. I don't remember it.
At all.
No. Like I remember life's like a bunch of chocolates, but I don't remember the rest.
Wrong. No, you're still wrong with that just initially.
What is it then?
Because it's not life is like a box of chocolates. Life was like a box of chocolates.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
A legend. Life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Okay, but when people are... Okay.
That's what he has said in the movie.
Ermagerd. I hear you, but he was telling a story.
I hear you. I see you. You are valid.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I do. But he was telling a story. People are using it. They're quoting it in present time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So why is that an effect?
Because people remember it as like a box of chocolates. But he said was like a box of chocolates. It's not what you remember people remembering.
They're quoting it. They're quoting it in the present tense.
Okay, that doesn't matter. It's how you remember it. So people remember it as life is like, but in the movie, the quote is life was like.
Okay, but...
So everyone's like, where the fuck have I been? Quoting this movie incorrectly the whole time.
I feel like you're not hearing me.
I'm not.
Because I really do feel like that line, life is, not was, is like a bunch of chocolates, never know what you're going to get, is the proper way to say it to like somebody when something's happening.
Okay.
But in the movie,
yeah,
he's talking about the past. So like, I get that like it may be remembered as like is was.
Okay.
But that's not because that they're. You know what I mean? You hear what I'm saying?
I think so.
Okay.
So because the tense of the storytelling changes.
Yeah.
And the way we as the audience view the story, what we witness in real time is
in order for us to quote it in real time,
but
for it to make sense.
But as Forrest telling the story, because it already happened, past tense says was,
yep.
Which makes more sense. But we as
ding,
but we as dumb people say
Me,
is
sure.
Because whatever.
Okay, solve that one.
So
next.
Okay, great. Welcome to a tomato and sofa investigation.
There you go.
So,
who are we?
I don't remember my name. Do you remember? We weren't alive, or maybe we were. I don't remember.
Do you remember? Because I don't.
The Tiananmen Square situation. There was a big protest in China in the Tiananmen Square. There's a very famous
Tiananmen Square.
Tiananmen.
Tiananmen. What are you saying?
The Tiananmen Square. Tiananmen.
Sounded right the first time.
A square in China.
Okay.
There were protests.
A square in China.
There were protests happening.
Vague.
And there's a very famous news clip that went around of the Tank Man where he had the 2 grocery bags and he's standing in front of the line of tanks and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here."
No.
Well, that happened. But what people remember happening is, I guess, different from what actually happened. So people remember him getting squished by the tanks, just getting bulldozed, ran over by the tank. But I guess there's other clips of him where he just walked out of the way. I don't know which to be true.
Me neither.
The Chinese government is notoriously fucking around with history to prop up the regime. So who's to say if we're ever going to find the real answer?
True that.
But something to think about for those who
Definitely.
were around and witnessed it in real time.
Yeah.
Did the Tink Man get squished?
Tell us.
Email
I'd
me.
like to know.
Email me.
I'd really like to
Okay.
know.
So this last one, this is what I remember as a Mandela effect before the word Mandela effect ever reached my brain.
Okay, Mandela.
So as a homosexual, I love the Oscars. I do. It's part of my nature. Even though most of the movies are ass these days, I like watching the Oscars.
Fair.
So there's a famous moment where Sally Field, Forrest Gump's mom,
Yeah.
Sally Field, wins an Oscar.
Okay.
She won her first Academy Award. And I vividly remember seeing clips of her getting the award, holding it, and being like, "You like me. You really like me." It's quoted very famously in, I think, Scary Movie. There's a scene, I think, with the ghost or Anna Faris, one of the two, where he's like, "You like me. You really like me." But that's not what she said.
What did she say?
What she said is, "You like me right now. You like me."
Okay.
Which is so wrong. So wrong. It's "you like me. You really like me." And the fact that Scary Movie, because you can still watch that clip in Scary Movie, quoted it as "you like me, you really like me." But if we look back in the tapes of the Oscar archives, that's not what she said. So that one gets me because I remember "you like me, you really like me," and whoever wrote the movie for Scary Movie also remembered "you like me, you really like me."
Interesting.
So that one, I'm on board with parallel universes.
I'm willing to get behind that one.
Nelson Mandela is dead.
I'm willing to get behind that one.
That one's a fun one to think about because I like the idea of a parallel universe. I like the idea of universal fuckery.
Yeah.
I'm also deep in Marvel, right? So
You are.
the universal multiverse thing, it's fun. It's fun to play with.
There's a fun episode of Community where they mess with like multiverses type thing, and one of the Abed, the nerdier guy, he's just kind of like, Jeff's like, "Let's roll dice to decide who has to go get the pizza downstairs," and he's like, Abed goes, "I don't know if I'd do that if I were you."
Because you're messing with probabilities.
By rolling that die, you're creating 5 other timelines.
Yep. Yeah, it's fun. I like that. The probability theory, timelines, the math suggests that parallel universes exist and it's infinite, so that's fun. But to what level it has any influence is debatable because my next conspiracy maybe involves these like weird dimensions and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because maybe they're not aliens that are visiting the world.
Okay.
Maybe they're extra dimensional beings.
Really?
Spooky, spooky, spooky.
Could be.
I think they could be extra dimensional, but for right now, let's just talk about aliens.
Okay.
Because they're coming out of the water.
All right.
They're coming out of the oceans.
Love that.
So there's a famous story back after World War II had ended. A bunch of GIs were flying over the Aleutian Islands.
Okay.
Which, what a cool fucking name.
The Aleutian.
Aleutian.
Yeah.
And it's spelled like Aleutian. Aleutian.
Wow.
When I Googled it, I literally typed the word illusion like an idiot, and I have a degree in English.
You do.
But the Aleutian Islands, we're flying over, and they claim that they witnessed a spherical object emerge from the water and then blast off into outer space.
Is spherical magical and spiritual at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, just
Yes.
checking.
It was a religious experience, also a scientific one.
Okay.
But that's what they claim. And I think they took pictures that were going on. It was like a very well-known story that went around for a long time that was like, watch out for the Aleutian Islands. There's aliens in the water.
Fair.
And there was something about like Mexico near the Yucatan Peninsula that's also supposed to be a hotspot for aliens coming in and out of the water.
Okay.
And I fuck with that.
I'm down.
I fuck with aliens in the ocean
Why not?
so hard. And I like the idea of aliens fucking around on the planet.
Yeah, why not?
I like the idea of not being alone in the cosmos. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it also like challenges the bullshit that is earthly religion,
True.
you know?
Sure do.
But with that comes like, are the aliens also like in the simulation too? If you want to like roll in the simulation theory,
Uh-oh.
you know, what level are they in? Are they out? It's kind of fun.
Gotta run the sim.
Aliens, right?
Aliens.
Spooky stuff happening with aliens. The moon.
The moon.
This is another really good conspiracy that I enjoy. The hollow moon theory.
What about moon made of cheese theory?
Also that. I love Wallace and Gromit.
So good.
But the hollow moon theory. Have you heard of this one?
I don't think so.
This is a good one. When astronauts, when the Apollo missions were happening, there was a time when a lunar module crashed into the moon.
Okay.
And when it crashed, you know, the expectation was it to be like how it is on Earth. You know, there's a big boom, crater, some shock waves, and everybody moves on with their life. Nay. They had size monitors, seismograph, doodly dads all throughout the moon. And when they got the results back from the machines, what they found was that the moon had, quote unquote, rang like a bell. Yeah. And it rang for hours.
Whoa.
Yeah. The vibrations that were calculated, and then there were other incidents of things crashing into the moon and it ringing like a bell. The only plausible theory is that the moon is hollow.
Did you buy that?
I kinda.
Why not?
Because the moon is spooky. How it's tidal locked, so we only ever get to see one side of the moon. We never actually get to see the full spin. The theory also being that aliens are chilling on the dark side of the moon. They've built cities, bases, and they're fucking around and all that. And rumor is there's a hot mic of maybe Neil Armstrong or one of the original Apollo guys. When they landed on the moon, they landed at this very like famous crater, and they had reported that they were witnessing other beings, other things on the other side of the crater, and they were quote unquote being watched. If I was an alien civilization and I wanted to observe and fuck around on Earth, hell yes, I would set up shop on the dark side of the moon.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Why would you not? It's built in like cloaking, right? All you have to do is just stay on that side.
True.
And our satellites, I don't think they go out beyond the moon because that's already really far.
True.
So if people send out satellites, say like Tesla Starlink or your Garmin GPS, it's not going to float by the moon to see the dark side of it.
True.
So it could still stay hidden.
Brilliant.
I like that.
You got it all figured out.
I like it. I like the idea of alien cities. I would very much like to go there. And there's another story where, do you remember that movie with George Clooney about like men who stare at goats?
Yeah.
So the whole idea is like the CIA was doing weird paranormal pseudoscience research, you know, like can consciousness manipulate reality type of deal.
Right.
So there's a theory of like remote viewing where you can meditate and you can move your astral form or your conscious form to another place and you can be there then. I don't really know.
Yeah.
So the CIA was doing like heavy research into it, and they found a guy from Oregon or something. He's a very famous, very prolific type of astral projector. And he was saying that when he went to the moon, he saw the city, the alien city on the dark side, and he saw the ships coming in and out and all this other stuff. And he has a record of being correct with his projections, with his moving weirdness. And I like this idea of like everything's waves, everything's frequency, all energy vibing in space and time. And who's to say that if consciousness is also a weird element of space and time and matter, and you can somehow manipulate your consciousness to vibe on a certain frequency that gets you to I don't know, temporarily teleport or some shit. Who's to say you can't do it?
Fair.
I'm here for it. I love that.
Down.
I love that fantasy. It gives me so much hope.
Let's do it. I'm out of here.
Let's go. Let's teleport.
Zip.
And I think about that time when I was in Iowa and I got stopped by a Hare Krishna monk. And he gave me a book about like astral projection. And I have it. I think I still have it in the bookshelf. And it was all about how you can meditate and you can go to Jupiter. And you can meditate and you can go to Saturn.
Sure.
But this guy who was like the famous weird remote viewer guy, to do it, it's almost like you have to like envision yourself already there. And then you just like shift.
Interesting.
I don't know. But something
You're
to think.
already there.
Something to think about.
You're already there.
Everything is happening all at once.
I'm down.
Everything everywhere all at once.
I'm in. Run it. There you go. One more for the road.
So that's it. I have nothing else unless you have a fun conspiracy that you want to add.
I got nothing, but that was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, like existential dread in the beginning, but finishing off with a fun idea that we're not alone, and that's cool too.
That is cool too. Cool, man. Crushed it.
Cool. Okay, great. This was another episode of the Tomato Pulpit. I am Mike Tomato.
Woo! I'm Tom Sofa. We did it.
Okay. All right. Next week we got Survivor and more Sofa Tomatoes. So stay tuned. Send us an email and think about how much you love your thinking.